Hi everyone, my name's Amelia and welcome to my channel. In today's video I am showing you how to do this pride look. It is obviously a rainbow. It is very crazy, very intense, but if you do like the look of this, then stay tuned for the rest of the video and let me know in the comments down below what you think of it. Okay, so first off I'm just going to start with doing my eyebrows and I'm just going to speed through that. Okay, so now I'm going to carve out my eyebrows and prime my eyelids with my collection concealer in the shade 0, and I am just taking my little angled brush. I use that to carve out my eyebrows. Okay, and first up we're going to be using the James Charles Morphe palette. And firstly I'm taking my setting brush for my eyeshadows, which is just this fluffy brush, and I'm just going to take the shade Flashback and just set my eyelids so my eyeshadow blends better and my concealer doesn't crease. Okay, so on one eye we're going to do green and blue, and then on the other one we're going to do red into yellow. So firstly I'm taking my Morphe M456, which is this flat packing brush, and I'm going to take the shade Social Blade. Next up I've just wiped my brush off and I'm just going to use the same brush. I take the shade Playground and just put it on next, straight after the green. And just blend them in together so they make like a nice teal colour in the transition as well. Next I'm just going to take my small blending brush, which is the Morphe M506, which is just this brush. It's literally just a small blending brush. And I'm actually going to dip into a different palette, which is the Morphe 35B. And I'm going to dip into the shade Purplish. And what I'm going to do is just put it on my outer corner and drag it out into my temple. And I'm just going to blend it out with the blue as well, and then if I want any of the colours more intensely I'm just going to go back and add it on. Hey guys, it's Editor Amelia. Basically I've just cut out quite a lot of the clip because for the next 5 minutes I was just going back and forth, adding more green and blue and purple, and I was just blending it out. So just keep blending it out until you are satisfied with the result. I'm just going to keep cutting out where I just blend out more colour, but it is pretty simple. Just keep going as intensely as you want to. So what I'm actually going to do is just take my Morphe M441, which is just this fluffy brush, and what I'm going to do is literally without any shadows on it, I'm just going to brush over the top just so it is nicely blended out and all of the colours are blended out, and I'm just going to blend that purple out a bit more. Okay, so what I've done is just brushed off all of the excess eyeshadows of the Morphe M456, but firstly I'm just going to take my Morphe M152, which is just this small detailed brush, and firstly I'm gonna take the shade Sunshine from the Morphe 35B, and what I'm gonna do is just do what I've done with the green but on the other eye. So just pop it here, and because I want the yellow to be very intense I'm just taking that small detail brush first, putting it on, and then I'm going to blend it out when I'm blending out the next colour. So now I'm going to take that Morphe M456 and just blend that out with a little bit more Sunshine on my brush. Blend it upwards right into my eyebrow. So next up I'm going to take the shade Puffs from the Morphe 35B on the same brush and just put that in the middle of my eye, just where we put the blue. And then I'm going to take the shade You're Kidding on the same brush from the James Charles palette and put that here. So on this side we're going to have 4 colours. So I'm just going back and forth with the colours, making sure they're all nicely blended out. And then lastly I'm just going to take the shade Bikini from the Morphe 35B, and I'm just going to take that on the same brush and do exactly the same thing that we've done with the purple on this side, just next to the red. And I'm just going to work it out just how I've done with this eye. So I'm going to go back, take my fluffy brush and just make sure it's all seamlessly blended so it's got a nice transition rather than any harsh lines. So now I'm literally just going to take a cotton pad in my micellar water, and I've just put a little bit on, and I am just going to make a corner out of it. And what I'm going to do is cut the crease underneath both of the eyeshadows. We don't have to be exactly very precise with that, just be careful so you don't go too far up above the cut crease. But if you don't clean it up properly, it doesn't matter because we're going to do it with concealer as well. But it's just so that the concealer can't always cover all of the dark shades, so I'm just going to clean it up. And just make sure that both of your wings are on the same angle. Now I'm just going to let my eyes dry a little bit just so the concealer doesn't get taken off by the micellar water straight away. But I am going to be using the same concealer that I've used for prepping my eyes before. So what I'm going to do is just put some concealer on my eyelid first, and then I'm going to take that same brush that I've used for carving out my eyebrows to do more detailed work around the edges. Just be careful to not open your eyes properly because it will go over your cut crease. So I'm not actually going to set the concealer because I want the eyeshadows to stick very nice. So what I'm going to do is just swab the tops around on the bottom. So I'm just going to take the yellow shade Sunshine on that tiny little brush M152, and I'm just going to put that in the inner corner here. But what I'm going to do is just leave a very small white line, so I'm not going to put it all the way up to where I cut the crease. Next up, I'm going to take the shade Puffs, which is the orange shade that we've used. I'm blending as I go, and because we've already had the yellow shade on, it should be a little bit easier to blend it out. And I'm going to take that red shade we've used, which is You're Kidding. I'm just going to go back and forth and blend out as I go as well. And I'm just going to take the pink shade we've used, which is Bikini from the Morphe 35B, and I'm just going to put it all the way to where I want my eyeliner to end. So I'm just going to go and finish off the other eye. I'm going to speed through that, still show you, but I'm not going to talk you through because we're pretty much doing the same thing just with those eyeshadows here. So now I'm just going to take my cotton pad again and just clean up all the mess, all the fallout. And now what I'm going to do is just take a white shade. I'm going to take the shade Chalk from the Morphe 35B, and I'm just going to take it on this teeny tiny brush, which is the Morphe M508. And what I'm going to do is just pack that white shade on where we've left that line. And I'm just going to go back and blend out where the white shadow has gone on the eyeshadow. So now I'm just going to finish the rest of my face and I'll come back to you with the lower lash line and the lashes. Okay, so first off I'm going to take the brush Morphe M152, which we've already used today, just this one, and basically what we're going to do on the lower lash line is the same thing we've done above the crease on each eye, but we're going to do it in the reverse order, so purple here, then blue and then green. Then what I'm going to do is just take that small blending brush, the M506, and just blend it out. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to take my angled brush and just put a little bit of concealer in between the pink and the green. And then I'm just going to set it with a white eyeshadow. And I'm just going to do the same exact thing on the other eye. So I'm just going to spray my water with some rose water, then put some mascara, which is the Too Faced Better Than Sex. And I'm going to put on my favourite pair of eyelashes, which are the Unicorn Cosmetics lashes in the style Hot Right Now. Okay, so whilst I'm waiting for my lash glue to dry, I'm gonna take my Anastasia Beverly Hills Moonchild palette. So I'm just taking my Real Techniques Deluxe Concealer brush, which I actually use for highlighter, and I'm gonna take the shade Pink Hearts first. What I'm going to do next is take the shade Purple Horseshoe from the Moonchild palette as well and just put it on the top here. And I'm just going to take my blush brush and just blend that out a little bit just so it's not as intense as it is right now. I'm just going to take my Powder Beauty blender as well and just blend it out a little bit on the edges. And I'm just going to take that Purple Horseshoe again and just go on my temple and above my temple, above my eyebrows. What I'm going to do for the other side is take Lucky Clover from the Anastasia Moonchild and just pop it at the bottom. And then I'm going to take the shade Holothermia from the Ice Fantasy palette and just put it at the top here. And above my eyebrow. And then I'm actually just going to take Purple Horseshoe again and just top off that Holothermia. And just to finish it all off, I'm just going to be taking my Coral Fixation from Jeffree Star. And I'm just going to put that on my lips. So this is it, guys. I'm just going to do a zoom in on my eyes right now. I really hope you enjoyed this look, guys. If you did, leave it a thumbs up. And my hand is looking very crazy at the moment, very full of different eyeshadows, from cleaning out the brushes between blending out the shadows, but the look is definitely worth it. I am absolutely in love with how it turned out. I wasn't planning on it to look this good. If you liked the video, leave a thumbs up and comment down below what you thought of this look, and subscribe as I'm just getting started on YouTube and it would really mean a lot to me. And I will hopefully see you in the next video. Thank you again for watching. Bye.